I should have listened. Everyone in the small town of Willow Creek warned me about the old lodge on the hill. "Don't stay there," they'd say, their eyes wide with a fear I mistook for local superstition. "And if you do, whatever happens, don't open the curtains in room 3B after midnight." I just laughed it off. I was a journalist, a skeptic, chasing a story about the town's folklore. What better way to debunk the myths than to spend a night in the heart of them? The Willow Creek Lodge was just as run down as you'd imagine. Peeling paint, creaking floorboards, and a smell of damp earth and something else. Something faintly sweet, like wilting flowers. The receptionist, a gaunt man with a face like crumpled paper, barely looked up as he handed me a tarnished brass key. "Room 3 bites," he rasped. A flicker of something pity, maybe, in his tired eyes. "Just be a quiet guest." The room was cold, unnervingly so. A single, ornate four-poster bed dominated the space, its dark wood carved with strange, twisting shapes. But my attention was drawn to the large window. It was covered by heavy, velvet curtains, the color of dried blood. I felt a strange compulsion to pull them back right then, to let some light into the oppressive gloom. But the receptionist's words and the genuine fear I'd seen in the townspeople's eyes made me hesitate. I decided to wait. I'd set up my camera, record the night, and prove there was nothing to be afraid of. As the hours crept by, the lodge grew silent. The wind howled outside, rattling the window pane like a trapped animal. I checked my watch. 11:58 p.m. My heart started to beat a little faster. Was it anticipation, or was it dread? I sat on the edge of the bed, my camera pointed at the window, its little red light the only warmth in the room. Midnight struck. The grandfather clock in the hallway chimed 12 heavy, drawn-out bongs. And then, the scratching started. It was faint at first, a soft, rhythmic sound. Scrape, scrape. It came from the window. It sounded like fingernails, long and sharp, dragging slowly down the glass. My blood ran cold. My journalistic skepticism was evaporating, replaced by a primal fear. The scratching grew louder, more frantic. It was joined by a low, guttural whisper, a sound that seemed to seep through the very glass itself. I could make out the words, but the tone was one of desperate, hungry pleading. My hand trembled as I held the camera. Part of me screamed to run, to get out of that room and never look back. But the journalist in me, the foolhardy skeptic, was glued to the spot. I had to know what was out there. The scratching stopped. An unnerving silence fell over the room. The only sound was my own ragged breathing, and then a soft tapping. Tap, 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 tap. Tap. It was coming from the curtains themselves. Something was on the other side, right there in the room with me, just hidden by the fabric. My mind was screaming, "Don't open them. Don't look." But I couldn't stop myself. My body moved as if it belonged to someone else. I stood up, took a shaky step towards the window, my hand reaching out. The velvet felt cold, almost wet, beneath my fingertips. The sweet, cloying smell of decay was overwhelming now. With a deep breath, I pulled the curtain back. For a split second, I saw nothing but the reflection of my own terrified face in the dark glass. Then, a face materialized on the other side of the pane. It was pale and gaunt, with eyes that were just empty, black sockets. Its mouth was stretched into a silent, agonized scream, and its long, skeletal fingers were pressed against the glass, right where mine had been just moments before. But that wasn't the most horrifying part. The most horrifying part was that it wasn't outside. Its reflection was layered over mine. It was standing right behind me. I never finished my story on Willow Creek. I left the lodge that night, leaving my camera, my notes, everything behind. I don't know what that thing was, and I don't want to know. So if you ever find yourself in that sleepy little town, and someone tells you not to open the curtains at the Willow Creek Lodge, I'm begging you, listen to them. Some things are better left unseen. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe for more stories from the dark. Stay safe out there.